Hello and welcome back to the USA Leaders. Imagine you're stepping into a flight to fly high at around 30,000 feet, trusting a machine that soared for decades. That's Boeing, a legendary name in aviation. For over 100 years, Boeing has soared through the skies of innovation. They built the B-17 bomber of World War II fame and revolutionized passenger travel with the wide-body 787 Dreamliner. Also, Boeing delivered more than 15,000 airplanes in the last decade alone. That's enough to create a fleet bigger than most airlines. But all journeys are not as smooth as it looks, and the giant that has reached so high in the sky is now facing some hard times to control their flight of trusted engines. In their everlasting legacy, some recent times are marked as a turbulent chapter for them. So what exactly happened? Why Boeing, once the most trusted airline, is turning out to be one of the most terrifying flights to board? In this video, we are going to track the journey of this shaky chapter of Boeing. So, all the viewers are requested to tighten your seatbelts as we go into fly high to see the highs and lows of this aviation giant.
Indonesia passenger plane crashing into the sea minutes after takeoff.
5 months later, the Ethiopian Airlines flight plunged into the ground.
Safety is at the core of who we are at Boeing.
346 people were killed in 2 plane crashes.
So 5 months, 2 major crashes, and 1 plane.
As we are all set to take off on this exciting journey, let's get started by understanding the solid reasons why and how Boeing soared high in the industry. Boeing Company, a titan of aviation, has been a beacon of innovation since its founding in 1916 by William E. Boeing and George Conrad Westervelt. Originally known as Pacific Aero Products Company, it started as a small aircraft manufacturer producing seaplanes for the U.S. Navy. By 1917, it became Boeing Airplane Company and produced its first commercial airplane, the Model C. Throughout the 1920s and 1930s, Boeing emerged as a leading producer of military and commercial aircraft, including the iconic B-17 Flying Fortress bomber and the all-metal passenger plane, Boeing 247. Boeing's contribution to commercial aviation is unparalleled. The introduction of the 707 jetliner in 1958 revolutionized air travel, making it faster, more comfortable, and accessible to a wider range of passengers. Iconic models like the 727, 737, 747, and 787 Dreamliner further cemented Boeing's dominance in the industry. Their commitment to innovation and quality set the standards for modern air travel, including safety features, in-flight amenities, and fuel efficiency. There came a point when the people had literally begun to say, "If it's not Boeing, I'm not going." This much trust they have had that time. And then came a time when Boeing launched their 737 MAX. This plane was supposed to be a game changer and super fuel efficient, but then disaster struck. Twice. Boeing added a system called MCAS, basically an autopilot for autopilots to keep the plane's nose from going up in certain situations. But here's the catch. The system, according to investigations, had glitches and relied on a single sensor. Lion Air Flight 610 and Ethiopian Airlines Flight 302, both 737 MAX planes, tragically crashed within months of each other, with a combined total of 346 lives lost. These accidents sent shockwaves. Planes were grounded worldwide, and documentaries like Downfall, the case against Boeing, explored what might have gone wrong. However, we can't point fingers and say for sure, but some critics raised a critical question: did a focus on profit play a role? Traditionally, certifying a new plane takes somewhere between 5 to 9 years. But did you know how much time it took for 737 MAX to get the clearance certificate? Just 20 months. Maybe to save time and money, Boeing didn't fully explain MCAS to pilots, and some cost-cutting measures might have impacted safety checks. The crashes of the Boeing 737 MAX sent shockwaves across the globe, leading to unprecedented challenges for the aviation giant. Boeing faced staggering financial losses, with costs exceeding $20 billion. The company's reputation took a massive hit, eroding public trust and damaging relationships with airlines and regulators worldwide. Legal battles ensued, with families of crash victims, airlines, and shareholders all seeking justice and compensation. In response, Boeing embarked on a mission to fix the 737 MAX, focusing on software updates and pilot training. They addressed the flawed maneuvering characteristics augmentation system by adding redundancy and improving its reliability. Variants like the 737 MAX 8, known for its impressive fuel efficiency and capacity to carry up to 210 passengers over 3,550 nautical miles, were meticulously examined and enhanced. Pilots underwent rigorous new training protocols to ensure complete mastery of the updated systems. To regain trust, Boeing rolled out robust safety protocols and committed to unprecedented transparency. They opened lines of communication with regulators, airlines, and the public, sharing detailed insights into their corrective actions. They also collaborated closely with global aviation authorities, earning the 737 MAX its green light to fly again in late 2020. By 2021, the aircraft was officially ungrounded, marking a significant milestone in Boeing's recovery journey. Despite these efforts, challenges persist. Production issues, supply chain disruptions, and new quality control concerns continue to plague Boeing. Yet, the company remains steadfast in its commitment to safety and innovation, determined to navigate these turbulent skies toward a safer future for all. But despite all of this, even today Boeing's CEO is answering to the Senate, primarily due to ongoing scrutiny over the company's safety practices and ethical standards. Lawmakers continue to question the transparency and efficacy of Boeing's corrective measures. The Senate's concerns are fueled by allegations of internal mismanagement and inadequate oversight during the development of the 737 MAX, issues that contributed to the fatal crashes. These hearings aim to ensure accountability and prevent such tragedies in the future. Moreover, recent production flaws and delays in the delivery of other aircraft models have kept Boeing under intense governmental oversight. Now that we have flown through the story of this Queen of the Sky, it's time for us to land. The Boeing crisis showed the world that in aviation, safety must always come first. The tragic crashes of the 737 MAX taught us the devastating consequences of cutting corners. It's clear now rigorous testing, transparent communication, and prioritizing safety standards are non-negotiable. Boeing's ordeal has been a wake-up call for the entire industry, reinforcing that lives depend on every decision made in the boardroom and on the factory floor. Looking ahead, Boeing's future is a mix of hope and hurdles. Their recovery efforts are monumental, from fixing the 737 MAX to rebuilding trust. However, challenges like production delays and quality control issues still loom large. Boeing's ability to innovate while ensuring safety will define its path forward. Will they soar again or remain grounded by past mistakes? Let us know your thoughts on this. Also, what other topics should we dive into? Comment below with your ideas. Thanks for watching.